Woo! Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Sneakers and Stogies. I am here and I'm live with not being live at all. I'm here with Sam from De La Soul, Kicks Master right here. Traveled all the way back in Dallas to come to this show, ladies and gentlemen. How do you feel to be back home? Oh yeah, I have to get, you just watched me get into character. Yeah, I have to go a whole different personality in order to make the show interesting. All good. But there's multiple reasons why I wanted you on the show today, of course. One of my original ideas for a guest, of course, because he was always selling shoes. But also, you got me this beautiful, beautiful package because of a decent trade. A real trade. I'm saying decent now because of the simple fact that somebody came up with the Gundams and they said they would do the package. I was like, oh my god, you're a week too freaking late. But that's not here nor there. Tough loss, not a tough game. So, before we get into your business, of course, we both saw the Union 2 release. My teammate texted me and was like, did I get him? I was like, nah. The thing froze on me. How was your take on the release of the Union 2?
Basically, we got screwed.
Again.
Yeah.
We
got screwed. First attempt. Got through. Of course, payment, whatever, best of. Mind you, I'm on both of my phones.
Oh yeah.
And on my laptop. All of them, literally, payment error. Got the pause, of course. Alert for the pause or whatever.
Of course.
Kept 2 of them in cart.
Of course.
And still nothing went through. So, yeah. That was my spill with the Union 2s. But I mean, resale price isn't too bad
right now.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of feel like people don't value 2s, so they're not gonna go up as much, I believe.
That's a fair statement. Especially I love 2s, so that's a fair statement because you either love them or hate them. You're never in the middle.
Exactly. And
that's one of the Jordans that you can legitimately say that about. It's not like the 8s or the 6s or the 11s.
Exactly.
It's a legit shoe that you either love or hate. So I can see that. But I do predict their value going up because of the collaborations. Because there's been a lot of 2 collaborations this year.
I mean, yeah. I mean, of course now, like, I think it will remain low. But 2s, I still don't think, like, the culture now doesn't appreciate what 2s are.
Yeah, because the 2s were really a stepping stone into the 3s, so.
Exactly.
Yeah. No, I definitely get that. It's just, after getting the Quay 54 2s and seeing all the other 2s that came out, and one of my favorite pairs of Jordan 2s was the 25th anniversary low tops, the white maize. Those were my white forces for me. Like, I tell people all the time, they don't believe me, like I still have them, but I didn't get white Air Forces as a kid. I only had one pair of Air Forces, and those were the 2007 Clover Parks, the white and brown ones. So I still have them, but 05 2s, those were my white Air Forces because it was caught on steel. Like, the market wasn't as bad as it is now. Yeah. So, I can see your point. That's crazy. Like, honestly and truthfully, it was either J's, Reeboks with the DMX collab, of course, the Prestos, the 97, when I was younger, but mainly J's. So it's for when Air Force One's, the song actually came out, I wasn't on the hype train.
See, crazy thing is, man, like when the song came out, my aunt literally, if you watch the Shake It Tail Feather video, I think Nelly or Ali they had the white and Carolinas with the strap.
Yes.
My aunt got me those, and I remember when I wore them for the first day at school. Everybody was just like,
oh, you can say it unsensitive if you want, but I get it.
Yeah, that was I guess my cool time in middle school.
Of course.
So yeah.
But I mean, it was one of your rare sneakerhead moments that people don't really talk about.
Yeah, like, cause Forces was crazy. Like, freaking when that song, like when the song came out, it was just galore.
Yeah,
but that was 04.
Mm-hmm.
04.
Okay.
That was, and of course that was when the patented leather mids were coming out.
Oh yeah.
When everybody was on those heavy, the black and golds, the Chicagos. What other colorway was it? White and blues,
Carolinas, of course.
I think it was just those three.
Yeah, for that year.
For that year that came out. And it's hard as shit to find them now.
Of course. It's like another shoe I can compare it to, and it really left a divide in me. It's like Pearl Foams. Like OG Pearl Foam are hard to find.
Shout out Sammy. Yeah, he wears those faithfully.
Yeah, I had funny story about those. I traded him a pair of shoes for them.
Oh, you got them from him?
I got it from him. That's not the worst part. The worst part is, you know how foams over time age, and you know how the bottoms start coming off?
Yeah.
So they started coming off, and I literally found a person to fix them. Now, that's where the story turns for a twist. Okay. So my pops was recovering. He's recovering from a stroke, and he accidentally threw them away. Yeah. You know how many years I've been. This is my therapy for reasons like this. Yes. The face you have right now.
Are you serious right now?
If my dad didn't have a medical disability, I would be a lot madder. Well, I had to understand. I had to take a step back to understand. But yeah, that's a holy grail. A holy grail shoe story. Yeah.
Bro, I'm speechless right now.
Exactly. Think about that's a sneaker story that a lot of people don't know unless you've really been at my house or with the family.
Oh my god. I'm sorry, bro.
Exactly.
I don't know what to say.
You don't know what to genuinely say about it because, one, I love the shoes to death. Yes. Two, there are foam positives, and you know after 2015, all foam positives went to shit. To fucking shit.
Literally to shit.
And so, and mind you, I had the Yeezy foam positives at the time too.
Yeah.
I had the electric blue with the Nike check because I have a traditional rule. I don't get the regular foam positives except for Cop Drop. That was the only other ones I got, and Fighter Jet. But the check has to be on the foam positive. That's just me personally.
Oh man.
So for them,
I only killed. Of course, I got the gold.
Okay.
But all like you said, the other ones like I just sold those.
Oh.
I didn't keep any of those. I had the elephants.
Ooh.
They came out. I had the khaki ones.
Mm-hmm.
Like you said, that was just a weird time for foams.
Yeah, and that's why you don't see any good traditional pairs of foams anymore.
No, bro. Somebody had made
the Instagram video.
Was
yes.
Yeah, I saw it and I was just like, dude is on point.
Dude ain't lied a bit about this video, and I might post the video on here to see it, but he wasn't lying.
Nah, he was dead ass.
Like dead ass on point, and it's kind of sad, but it shows how the market fucks up this shit. But let's divvy back. I see your shoes. Go. You want to show them to the world or show them to the people? Oh, at least you had humility. You could have took them off, but I mean, I ain't want to be that head ass.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I ain't want to be that head ass. Out the common courtesy, you know. Okay. I've seen them before. I just don't remember the exact name. Ah.
These are literally like not like the favorite, but like my top 5 favorites.
Okay.
I sold these when I went to some showcase I had in Dallas.
Okay.
And I had got them for myself, and I just put them out there. And the guy kept coming back. Him and his lady kept coming back, and she was just like, "Why don't you just buy them?"
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, "Dude, this is my personal. I'm only gonna sell this if you pay $500."
That's fair.
And he was just like, "Man, you can't go. And I was like,
Nope.
This is a personal. So if you're gonna cop it, you gotta cop it at that. He was like, man. He came back like literally like 4 or 5 times.
And walked around.
Yes, like literally walked around contemplating. He was like, man, let's just run it. And I was like, bet. I got it on my social media.
Okay.
So you gotta scroll through the history, but yeah, it's on there.
Alright.
And I was trying my damnedest to find these all over Houston.
Good luck.
All over Dallas.
Oh shit.
Didn't find these. I got these from LA. Cool Kicks.
Really?
Yeah. I got these from Cool Kicks in LA. Went out there, sold some stuff, and with the money that I got, and a little bit of spending that I could do.
Of course.
I just bought these. So yeah.
They never let them go. I don't blame you. Like, that's low key. I remember seeing them, like, cause the dunk phase has always been hot. But it was even better when classic dunks was out, like Miss Pac-Man's, the Skunks, and this
all that good stuff.
All the good stuff. And now they're bringing them back, and it's like the market is killing them.
Yeah, I mean, it's like you said, like we saying with the phones, man.
Yeah.
Like we get the OGs,
Mm-hmm.
and now it's like, you know, we got dunks everywhere. Like you can't not get a dunk. You know,
Facts.
And it's like now with the Pandas, it's a everyday shoe now.
It's the not to cut you off, but didn't they come out with another pair of Pandas too?
Not yet.
The Paisley ones, they were going to release them, right?
No, the Pacers have released.
Okay.
Yeah, the Pacers have released. So
Okay.
there's a black pair, green pair, and a blue pair.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
light blue pair.
Okay.
So I have a black one for sale, but yeah, it's like you have a dunk every week. Pandas release every week. So it's literally like the new forces now. And I wear mine every goddamn wear.
Of course.
Like the gym, going run errands. I literally would not wear socks in my
Yeah,
like
that's how I end up getting these shoes.
Yeah, like I wear those. Like that's one of my everyday shoes. I leave it literally by my door.
Of course.
Apartment.
Of course.
Just get up and go.
That's me with the zebras, the original zebras. Like those just slide in. I ain't got. Honestly, I put the. So of course I got Virgil's shoes, but you know this lace. I put the black ones on the zebras. Best thing I could ever done. I'm not gonna lie. Like best. I don't even wear regular laces with these.
Yeah.
Like none of Virgil's shoes. I wear the regular laces because I know these heavy duty ass laces have a purpose.
Yeah.
And this purpose is to keep your foot in the goddamn shoe. Needless to say. But that's crazy. I didn't think about it like that, but it makes sense.
Yeah. Like seriously, if you look at it, what is prime example?
Prime example.
Every holiday,
Oh my
we get a retro 11. Like that's already set in stone. Like
of course,
that's the only time we're gonna get like
a decent
decent retro 11.
Yeah.
But since we've already released Space Jams, we released Concords, Breads, Columbias, Cool Grays,
7210.
like no,
oh, you're just talking about OG
I'm
colors.
talking about the OG.
Okay, my apologies.
Now now we're releasing different colorways, but majority of those colorways are not solid.
Mm-hmm.
Like this, I got the 7210.
Yeah,
I love those.
Like the Gamma Blue and the
man. I don't even want to talk about them.
At least Space Jam, you can argue the 2, 3, or the 4 or 5. Like you can argue that release. That's fine.
Yeah.
But like the Gamma Blue, the adapt pair as well.
That's doing too much.
The adapt, the same teammate had 2 pairs of the adapt. One for him, one for his wife. His wife ended up selling the pair, and I was like, I get the self-lacing part because of the Marty McFly, the Air Mags.
Yeah.
But 11s is doing it too much.
That's doing a lot.
That's doing a lot.
I seen them in person. I think they released in 2019. If
I'm
not mistaken.
They had one pair that released in 2019. They had one released in 2020.
Yeah, because I was in Charlotte when it was some type of thing that came, some self-lacing shoe that came out there.
Yeah.
I think it was either that or those Nikes.
Yeah, they had the Nike AC. They had the Nike basketball shoes that self-lace.
There you go.
Oh, yeah, for All-Star.
Yeah.
Okay,
All-Star in Charlotte.
Yeah, that was the All-Star in Charlotte because they had them and they had like a small release of the Off-White 5s.
Yeah. No, Off-White 5s was
Chicago. You're right.
Chicago.
My apologies.
Because that's when they started the new FLX shit.
Yes. Ugh.
And I literally loved that. Got it.
Lucky.
No, because if you had an iPhone, you could not get into FLX. That's just how bad it was. Like, luckily, one of my homeboys had an Android.
Time out before you even get any deeper. This is why you always have an Android for shit like this.
Yeah.
Continue. I'm sorry,
but yeah, you cannot get into FLX with an iPhone. You had to have an Android to literally like go in, reserve the shit. That's how bad it was. And I literally reserved mine with like 5 minutes left. That's how bad it was when FLX started in Chicago.
Cause I wanted to go to All-Star, but
it was good. It was cold as fuck.
Of course.
It was cold as fuck. Like, shout out Chicago, but they live by the name of the city. That's how.
So say less.
Yeah.
Say it freaking.
It was something. It was something, but it was a great experience.
That's good. So, before we take a little break, when we talk about your business and everything like that, I'm going to move some stuff around. Minimize the computer and not close it because I don't want the audio to disappear, of course. Let's talk Rebellion Air.
Okay.
Explain, like, a non-Nike app release, a non-sneaker app release, only in certain places, and you get lucky to get one of these joints. Tell us how it went. I really want to know because I seen your video and everything, and I was like,
man, okay. Me and my crew, shout out Soul Society.
Shout out Soul Society.
We went to Austin.
Mm-hmm.
We were out. Well, I got there late because, of course, my regular industry that I do.
Mm-hmm.
I got off work, came out there. We was in the car. I probably slept in the car, baby. Like I didn't even realize I fell asleep. I probably slept in the car for an hour. Homeboy knocked on the window. I was like, all right, so we got to get up. Got up, we was literally probably first 10, 12 in line. 10 to 15, like, yeah, at least top 15.
Top 15?
Top 15 in line. If you saw my video on my Instagram, it was, I want to say, like, this is front of the line.
Yeah.
My water bottle is. Like passing you.
Yeah. To the window? Or past that?
Yeah, past that.
Oh,
like,
man.
It was like going to the window, curving, passing up the camera light.
Oh, man.
That's how deep it was outside.
Shit.
Outside, yeah. That's how deep that line was. But you want to know what's great about it?
Explain.
Everybody touched a shoe. If you were out there, you were guaranteed a shoe. That's how many pairs was in that store. Because
it was a limited release too, was it not? Or am I tripping?
No, it was like you said, only select stores got it. But that one store in Austin is the only store that got it. But when you go inside, it's Rebellion.
Yeah, I saw that on the video. I saw that.
Is the whole store is just this shoe.
Oh.
And it was fucking amazing. Like, if you were there, you touched the shoe. Period. Like, no ifs, ands, or buts. You touched the shoe. And they had sizes from 4 to 16. That's how many pairs they had in there.
That's a fucking blessing.
Seriously.
Because you know how hard it is to get very limited shoes.
Exactly. Bro, they had a 12.5. Like, who the hell... Nobody carries that size unless it's online. Or even if it's online, you're probably getting only 400 pairs at max. Or even 6 to be nice. Because I know the patents for sure. When I did a 12.5 on the Nike app, it was a dead-ass 434, if I'm not mistaken. And I went for the 12.5 like a dumbass, thinking I could have got 7 13. And yeah, didn't get you until later when we did the trade course.
But that's fucking beautiful.
It was, bro. And everybody in Austin is cool as fuck. Like,
of course, it's Austin.
Everybody's cool as fuck, bro.
They want to keep it weird, so they got to be friendly, especially with all these new people moving to Austin.
Bro, but that's the thing. Like Austin's shoe culture, like, is very unified. You know. So
not to change. So Houston, of course, has its own territorial. It's very territorial, and Dallas, from what we talked about the other day, was beyond territorial.
Yeah.
So you're saying Austin, with Nice Kicks and all the other shoe stores out there, they're more open.
From my parte, from going out in Austin, yes. Like, I guess it's just because of my approach. When I'm speaking to people, like, when I was in line in Austin, I met at least a good 7 people.
Of course.
Just in line, and they was explaining to me how their market is and stuff like that. How it's changing, because mind you, after this release, that's when all the Air Maxes came out.
Bruh, all concept Air Maxes, yeah.
So they got all the concepts, all the Nike concepts out there. They had enough for everybody. Everybody touched.
Jesus.
But of course that was South by Southwest week.
Yeah, so it's even harder, but yeah.
Not even that. Like, if you, just like this, if you were in line, with patient, you touched the shoe. Period. So it wasn't a point of you having to be there at a time or whatever. Like,
yeah.
If you had the patience to wait in line for X amount of hours.
Of course.
You touched the shoe. Like, Austin is definitely coming up when it comes to releases right now.
Okay, so you're saying Austin is the move for luxury shoes.
When they say they have it.
When they say they have it. Okay, fair.
Make sure you go.
You're opening my eyes even more, because honestly and truthfully, I still haven't even worn them. The most I've done, in all fairness to this beautiful shoe, is smell it. And I barely did that with the patents. I had nothing against the patents, of course.
That's just a beautiful shoe. My opinion.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful shoe.
The patents don't get me wrong, the patents are a beautiful shoe.
No, I'm talking about that.
Oh no,
that's a beautiful shoe.
This is a piece of art.
Like, the patents are cool, but I prefer not having the patent leather on there when it comes to the breads.
Yeah.
Like, the breads of course are my favorite.
Of course.
But yeah, I prefer this.
But, and not even just looking at the shoe itself, it's really a piece of art. Because I missed out on the first band.
Yeah, I did too.
So that's the main reason. I've had serious debates about why I shouldn't trade the patents for these. And I was like, but the story behind the shoe.
Yeah.
It's a fucking piece of art. And that, if there's anything I'm going for, is art.
Yeah. History it speaks for itself.
Exactly.
And in all honesty, I still have yet to see any guys rock the shoe. I see more women rocking this shoe versus us.
If I'm not mistaken, the graffiti designer that actually made the shoe is a woman.
Yes.
Okay, so I was correct. I just didn't want to, come on here with horrible facts. That ain't me.
I want to say yes. It's a woman. I read the article 2-3 weeks ago.
But she was on the Nike app too.
Mm-hmm.
So speaking of Nike app, they're trying to do the union release on the Nike app.
Which
the two.
Oh. Hopefully I grab this time.
Yeah, because that's the rumor. That's what's on the rumor mill right now. But not even just the shoe itself. I'm sorry.
No, you good.
The paper. Oh my God.
The paper detail is everything.
The detail.
The box detail. It's all that. That's what makes the shoe. That's what makes you value a shoe more, is just because of detail. Like these here.
Of course.
The paperwork on here literally gives you a map of China. It gives you...
Yeah, okay, that's where I remember the shoe from. Got it.
It gives you, landmarks to where to go eat in China. That's another reason why I fell in love with the shoe, because of the
art.
Detail and art. It's more to it than just the colors and all that stuff for me, man.
Exactly. When it comes, not to cut you off,
but, go ahead.
But when it comes to a good shoe, most guests or most friends of mine as well know that for every shoe in my closet, I have a story behind it.
Oh yeah, same.
So with them, the story, besides trading for the patent, is because not even because of the band story, but the main story that I want to have with these is I've never officially owned a pair of retro colorway ones. Like, I can name all the ones I've had. The closest thing I've had to like original retro shoes that I can still say I own is my, like I said, 90s kids here. So I have my toddler Fire Red 5s still to this day. And then I got the 2013 release to celebrate that as well.
Oh man.
I have my 91. I want to say, no, those were maybe the toddler shoes was the 6s, the infrared 6s.
Damn.
And the only reason then I had the 2010, the varsity red release, which was meh. Mm-hmm. But then when you come back and bring in the infrared colorway, I had to get them too.
Yeah.
So those two shoes I live or die by because I missed out on Grape, but I had got the original one, the re-release.
Re-release, yeah.
Laney was my high school. Like I'm mainly 5s.
Damn, I remember when I had the.
I still got my Laneys. Fuck that.
I sold mine back when they released in 2013. I remember. This is a very good story.
Go ahead.
I had the Laney 5s that we're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
I actually traded those for the Kobe's that came out that same year. The Christmas.
Not the Grinch ones, right?
Not the Grinches, but they were like the spiky ones.
Yes.
I can't even think of the name of them right now.
They had that weird spiky punch material on the side. Okay.
Yes, but I traded those Laney 5s for those.
I mean, in retrospect, you kind of did a good trade.
Now that we look at it, of course, because of
of course, rest in peace.
Rest in peace, Kobe. But
back then,
yeah. No, I wanted those Kobe's. I didn't give a shit about the Laney.
Exactly. So I can see why. It made perfect sense.
Yeah. It's
sort of, I forgot what shoes I traded.
I forgot what they're called, but that's what I have.
I know which ones you're talking about because I see them right now. I just don't want to pull them up.
Yeah.
But that's crazy. But in all honesty, back to the original point, I can tell you all the ones I've had is hilarious. I've had the black laser ones, the highs. I've had the Baron ones. The Father's Day Barons ones, the white ones. I didn't get the black ones because there was no other store that sold the black ones in Houston at the time. I have the Olympic ones, the ones right after the hurricane that happened.
Yeah.
Because I was gonna get the 6 rings, but I ended up getting those. And I have the original hair ones that dropped later in 2008.
Yeah.
But they re-released them recently, and I didn't even want them there. I still have my originals.
The originals.
The material was so better.
Just hit better, man.
Exactly. So I was
just hit a whole lot better. I'm mad I missed the. I really wanted the fucking not the airs, but the ones that came out before the Olympic ones.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's a story that you would probably get a kick out of. Because I went to Foot Locker, the Foot Locker at the mall I worked at, and I honestly went for the 6 rings. Because at the time, 6 rings were bulky enough. There was a bulky enough crossover of Jordans at the time that would work for walking throughout the day. So it wasn't no hype or anything. But they said so. The source thing was out, and so one of my former teammates, he played for the Cowboys for a little bit, ended up having a pair. He wore them to prom, not prom, our homecoming dance, and I ended up getting the ones because that's all they had left.
That lets you know we're in different times now.
Exactly, and they have yet to re-release them.
If you could just go back into the mall and buy ones.
Oh, ones? The outlet store was literally the GOAT.
No, it was.
Like that's how I got the Oreo 6s. And the ice blue women 8s. Because that's the same Foot Locker, ironically, sold the women aquas, but by the time I got there, they already sold out.
And those haven't even re-released yet either.
The ice blues, no, but the women aquas, they haven't re-released them in bigger sizes. They released them in small sizes.
This fall only.
And I was like, you waited all this time. If I really wanted to go on a rant, I could make a whole episode about the shoe. You really wasted all this time to re-release one of the greatest pair of shoes, a great pair of Jordan 8s, of course, and only in small sizes?
That's the
Bruh! Because
that thing goes up above a 12 in women's now. If you look at it.
Well, depending on the shoe.
Well, yeah. Let me correct myself. The shoes that interest me for that releasing women.
Oh yes, got you.
The biggest is in 12. But I mean, I personally don't wear women's shoes. Like, I just have never done it. Like, I just traded a seafoam in my size for the court purple.
Of course.
Court purple dunks. Just because I didn't have them.
That's
but
fair.
I've never worn women's like
Sneaker. That's fair. Like, these are women's sneakers.
Yeah, I know.
And so,
but you like what you like.
No, it's not even that. It's even deeper than that, because for certain designs and certain styles, they don't release them in men.
Yeah.
Like, that's the fucked up part.
Yeah.
I get the, you know, and I have a few female friends who say, y'all get the better colors, we get the more variety of the shoe. And I was like, it depends on the shoe.
Yeah, because one of my homegirls, she says the same thing, and I'm just like, y'all honestly get, you know, the better shoes.
Y'all get the better shoes, we just get the more dependent releases.
Yeah. Because
Ice Blues have not re-released. Ice Blue Ace have not re-released.
Nope.
The Aqua's released in a small size. And then there's the taxi pair of women 8s that are coming out that just irked me, because I'm like, they're not even gonna be in my size.
I wore my taxis today too, by the way.
Oh
crazy.
God,
that's crazy. You said that I wore my taxis today.
And see, I almost got the Sapphires this weekend. I debated it. I really did. But I'm not a sevens person like that. That's the only reason.
The only sevens that I'm honest to God thankful that they're coming back out of the Citrus Sevens. I'm sorry. I'm just happy that those are coming back out. That's
fair. Because in 05, I had the jacket.
The crazy man, look, my former homeboy, he had got a pair, and he just couldn't get my size for some reason or whatever, and we finally started to examine the shoe a couple times after he started wearing them. Shit was fake. They were fake.
Oh.
Because if you had looked at the hand, it was literally
it was off.
It was off as fuck.
Oh man.
It was off as fuck. So he just used them as, football practice shoes after that. But
you had to.
Yeah.
They had to be beat up somehow.
They got beat up. But yeah, that was my fond memory. My last fond memory of seeing the Citruses.
And I'm glad a lot of the early 2000 colorways are coming back, because the green bean 5s are coming back.
I seen those in person, man, and I'm just not happy.
You're not happy?
Nah,
let's before we go to break, I want to hear this.
They're more reflective. It's that reflective
that
material.
3M?
Yeah, on the shoe. It's not like the suede that we had in 05. So I'm happy that they're coming out, but I'm not happy that they're not in their original format.
Okay.
If they release, what was the blue pair called that came out? The white and blue?
Oh, I know what you're talking. I can't think of the name.
I don't know if it's the military blue.
Not the North Carolinas. No, that's the Sixers.
Not those. But it's the blue.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. I know they're white, silver, and blue. They look like the stealths, but they're not.
Yeah.
I know. Okay.
If they come back out, I really hope that they release them in original format, because they definitely dropped the ball with the green beans.
Oh.
Definitely dropped the ball.
And I guess my main point of saying I'm happy that green bean was back, because of the fact that the tongue was 3M.
Yeah, the tongue was 3M, but the actual shoe, excuse me, it's not original like it was. Of course, we can't get everything.
Of course,
truly original, but it's not close.
It's not even close.
No, it's not close at all.
So you're telling me, before I go on break, you're telling me that the last era of great 5s, great Jordan 5s, was 2013.
Yeah.
Holy shit. We about to go to break. God damn. We'll be right back. Holy shit.